Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World Gamers, Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at this week's new game releases, gaming announcements, and a few news stories. If this is your first time on the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button to join in on the fun. Alright gamers, as always we will start off with this week's new game releases. Now Monster Energy Supercross 6 released this week on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series systems, as well as on PC. This is the official video game of the AMA Monster Energy Supercross season, so if you're a fan of motocross, this game is a must play. Also, DC's Justice League Cosmic Chaos is a multiplayer 3-quarter top-down action-adventure game starring chibi versions of popular DC Comics characters. The game is geared towards a younger audience, and it released on the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series systems, PC, as well as on the Nintendo Switch. Flash Artifacts of Chaos is an action-adventure video game developed by Ace Team and published by Nikon. The game is the third installment in the Xenoclash series. The game was released on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. Now, Metroid Fusion released this week on the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack under the Game Boy Advance games. This is the fourth game in the original 2D Metroid storyline and is an absolute must-play for fans of the series. This is one of my favorite Game Boy games of all time, and I definitely suggest giving this game a play. Also, Dead Cells Return to Castlevania DLC released this week. The new edition is an absolute love letter to one of gaming's most iconic franchises. Once you enter the castle, gameplay, music, weapons, and enemies are all straight out of the Castlevania universe. Next up, let's take a look at some gaming announcements. Now, out of nowhere, we got a teaser trailer for Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4. We didn't see much or when to expect more info, but this is an exciting announcement for fans of classic Dragon Ball games. Now, a sequel to the very popular city management building game City Skylines was announced this week. City Skylines 2 will be coming to the PlayStation 5, the PC, and Xbox Series systems, including getting a day one release into Xbox Game Pass when it releases later this year. We also received a release date announcement this week for the remake of Front Mission 2 on the Nintendo Switch. The game will have many new updated features beyond just visuals, including better camera controls and audio. The Mech Strategy Classic will be available for the Nintendo Switch on June 11th. We also got a release date trailer for the highly anticipated game Starfield, coming to the Xbox Series systems as well as Game Pass. The game is now scheduled to be released on September 6th of this year. They also showed that a special showcase unveiling more info about the game will take place on June 11th. Alright gamers, let's finish up with a few news stories from this week in gaming. Now, Capcom held a gaming showcase called Capcom Spotlight this week, showing off new info on upcoming games, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, and Street Fighter VI. Exoprimal received a July 14th release date and a Day 1 Game Pass announcement. We also got info on updates for Monster Hunter Rise, and the showcase ended with a shadow drop of a Resident Evil 4 demo. Hogwarts Legacy has been an extremely popular game on the PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series systems, and is by far the best video game representation of the Wizarding World to date. But the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch versions all received delayed launches, and the PS4 and Xbox One versions received a new release date this week of May 5th, with the Switch version still slated for a July release. Now, we received a special Nintendo Direct this week, giving us our first look at the final trailer for the upcoming Super Mario Bros. Movie, and I can't wait. I am ready to watch this movie right now. And in a weird last-second announcement, Mr. Miyamoto did announce that some replicas of Mario's boots from the movie will be on display at the Nintendo store in New York. Now, Capcom Town was announced at the Capcom Spotlight showcase. This website is on its way and will celebrate their 40th anniversary. Capcom will be opening an all-digital theme park called Capcom Town, where they'll feature a digital museum and more celebrating the company's long-storied history and gaming franchises. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on March 10th. The week started with the news esports were coming to the Olympics. Then we received the gaming lineup, and we kind of wish it hadn't. Then we got the final trailer released for the Mario movie. And the week ended with us celebrating Mario Day. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today. Choge World, out.